What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we do always start the show by being transparent. Yesterday, I didn't have anything going. I didn't really have anything going over the weekend at all. But things, still going well around here. Look to get back in action tonight to start the week. Vino, did you have a good weekend? Hopefully, all went well on your side.
I did have a good all sports weekend, Skee. Where WNBA is concerned, I had a 1-1 Saturday and a 1-1 Sunday. Yesterday, I will just go through that real quick. I was just telling you off there, I had Indiana plus 1.5, so I was grateful for overtime. Indiana pulls it out. And then in the nightcap, um, I had the Portland Seattle game over 177.5, only got to 173. So that was the loser, but the Indiana was the winner. And the same thing on Saturday. We had a split on Saturday as well. I'm just not recalling the two games off the top of my head right now. Um, but I was saying to you, too, interesting trend taking place here in the W last 5 days. I think it's 14 games, 12 unders. So the under has certainly, we talked a little bit, you and I, on this show about, these totals just are so high right now. And some of these games just can't get to the benchmark because the odds makers have upgraded them so much. So we'll see what happens this week. Every week's a different week in the W. And we got one game tonight, like you said.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. Couple usual suspects out there. Banking Man, Joey Betts. Good to see you guys out there in the chat. All right, one game for today. Wings and Valkyries opened up -5.5. 6.5 is what we see mostly out there. Total open 163.5. I'm seeing it as low as 162. No, 161.5. Sorry. Injury report. Salon is game time decision for Golden State. Shepard is probable for Dallas. Dallas will be without AZ, Isaiah, and Verona. The Wings. The Wings haven't been playing such great basketball lately, Vino. We talked about their struggles on the road as of late. I think they've covered just 3 of 14 road games. Valkyries have looked pretty good. Valkyries at home. Why don't we just take the Valkyries, Vino?
Yeah, well, I guess one huge reason to make me think twice is Jessica Shepard is probable to return tonight. And that, to me, that just means everything for Dallas. Obviously, Paige Beckers being the other player who means everything, but those two really need to be in lineup for them to have half a chance. And the other thing, Skee, watching the post game the other night, man, head coach Fernandez, he was not thrilled with the team's performance against Indiana, especially second half. And then Paige took the microphone and just basically said we were outwilled, pushed around, and it's easy to see how they would get pushed around without Jessica Shepard in the lineup because they aren't that big of a team. Honestly, interior-wise, they're not that stout, and you can move them somewhat. But with Shepard back, a little less easy. All that said, it could be a game where we always like to comment on when Becky Hammond has something to say about her defense that the team responds. I wonder if the team responds, Dallas I speak of, to the commentary, to the criticism by the player and coach of the team's physicality last game. Maybe they do. You're going to need it against Golden State because they defend like no other team in the WNBA, and they defend every night. It's not like they don't show. They show on that end of the floor every single night. Last week, I thought their game against Chicago, maybe the Sky had a chance, +8.5 without Janelle Salon in the lineup for Golden State. It didn't happen. They blew them out 91-71. And I even think off air, Skee, if I remember right, you and I just had a little discussion about they just don't have the absolute best personnel. But, man, as a unit, Natalie Nakasi has them playing. She often talks about their style of defense being team defense, not one-on-one defense, not man-to-man defense, all team defense, help defense, etc. Dallas 1-6 against the spread last 7 games. Like you say, if you stretch that out, they're 6-14 the last 2 months basically against the spread. They haven't been good covering numbers for a long time. 3-3 in that subset or a subset of that as a dog. I don't know. Golden State used to be a team where I would think they're not good enough offensively to lay this type of number. Now they show that they can blow teams out. And a lot of that is because they hold teams to a lower score. I'd like to just play, or think that you could just play Golden State here, but both teams have something to play for. And I always am leery of a team right off of a game where they are criticized by the coach, right? You just feel like Dallas should answer here. Both teams need it for the playoffs. Dallas got to be better on defense, though. I'm not sure. I think that the total might be too low, honestly. Dallas hasn't shown me enough defensively. I think with Shepard back in the lineup, they score pretty good offensively. 161.5 is a low number. Not that Golden State games can't stay under that, but if I had to play, I think I would look that direction. Game maybe falls in the 164, 165 area, which would be enough, but don't have a client release, don't have a bet, so it's hard to recommend anything here.
Yeah, something you mentioned Natalie Nakasi. I mean, you're giving them how many days to prepare for this game? I mean, you're giving them a game plan for a team that's been struggling, or time to game plan for a team that's been struggling. I understand that, not wanting to go when the focus level should be there after, it's been brought to everybody's attention how bad the Wings were playing. Man, I mean, their last game was versus who, the Fever? Let me just
Yeah.
They a great defensive team. I mean, I don't know, Vino. I don't know. I love Paige. I don't like what I'm seeing from the Wings. The Wings have won one game so far this season without AZ in the lineup. So yes, you might get Jessica Shepard back, but will it be enough tonight? I don't know. As far as the total, somebody in the chat, they asked if we can go Wings team total under. Where is this coming at? I don't see it anymore, but they did ask somewhere in here. Here we go. Joey Betts. Could we look at Wings team total under last two matchups? Dallas only hit 80 once. Team total is 78.5, I believe, for tonight. I don't think this is the night specifically to do it. It could win. It could. But like Rob said, Jessica Shepard coming back is going to make them look better than they did the last couple games. And maybe just like the number is low because of how they looked the last couple games too. So any thoughts, You don't really like a team total under, right? You like this more of an over game, you said?
I would think, let me just point out real quick, guys, that August 7th, 10 days ago, these teams played in Dallas. Golden State destroyed this team, 94-76, on Dallas's home floor. In that game, Dallas had Jessica Shepard, and they still got whacked. But they had Isaiah James, who is not in the lineup anymore. They didn't have AZ on that night. They only scored 76. So to Joey Betts' point, they haven't reached the 79 mark, which is what would be needed tonight. Dallas shot miserable in that game. I'm looking right here, 33.9% from the field, 28% from the floor. So it just wasn't a good offensive night for Dallas in that game. And the game still made it to 170, 94-76, because Dallas just couldn't stop Golden State. Now, if you want to point toward Janelle Salon, she did play in that game, but she wasn't really a factor, only 9 points. So again, I think that the 161.5 probably for me has just come down too low. I think it's more of a numbers thing than it is a matchup thing to want to play over in this game, but I haven't done it. And we'll see how this goes. Boy, Golden State, I'll tell you what, Skee, at 24-9, they're starting to push Las Vegas into that 3 slot for good. I think Golden State's home floor in playoff series, being the 2 seed, means a lot to them because we see that environment. It's like a college environment when they play at home, so it's meaningful to them. Listen, they have not stopped playing with effort all season long. I don't know why they would stop playing with effort tonight. So it's just a matter of whether or not Dallas can match their intensity. We'll see.
If both teams play at the top intensity, which team is better?
Yeah, Golden State is better. Yeah. It's a simple answer, right? It really is. I mean, Dallas has been bad for a while now.
Yeah.
And sometimes, Ski, really quick, like I pointed out, Paige was mad, the coach was mad. There's also there's times when you respond to that, but there's also times where you can be as mad as you want and you just can't do anything about it. And that may be Dallas right now. They could be as mad as they want, but maybe they can't change things. They're just not. They're not at that level. Let's put it that way. I think there are tiers to this, and Lynx, Aces, Golden State, and I do include Indiana in the four that I think are at that tier. And then like Atlanta and Dallas, to me, I don't know. They're good teams, but they're not at that level.
Oh, man, I'm laughing at the comments, not you.
No, I could tell.
All right, I think we can wrap it up here. Put a little bit of promo on the screen like we usually do. First one up, we're gonna do the 2-for-1 3-day all access. If you want to rock with both Rob Veno and myself, only $69 get you every play from both of us for 3 days. If you only want to choose one of us, the same $69 will get you 6 days. So depends which way you prefer. Vino, this is the comment that I was laughing at. Prolific. No best tonight, under 0.5 today. I'm going to ask you if there's anything else you'd like to promote, feel free. And if you have a best bet for the show, we'll see if we can get over that 0.5 tonight.
Yeah. If Prolific's already at the window, then he should just cash right now. And I'm looking ahead because I was going to say this anyway. Tonight there won't be a best bet. Obviously, one game I didn't play. I haven't even personally bet, so no play. But tomorrow there's 4 games, and it's $5 Tuesday. And generally, we don't recommend anything on $5 Tuesday. But I can tell you right now, I'm about to make 2 plays for tomorrow. So we will have a best bet tomorrow. So right away, I can tell you it's going to be over a half. Whether it makes it to 1.5 is I'm not sure. So don't get too carried away with me telling you there'll be a best bet tomorrow because, over 1.5 might get shut down. But yeah, promos are the promos, and I just don't have anything to release tonight for best bet.
You never know, man. You never know.
Just when you think
it's nothing coming. That's
Keep
when we
guessing.
Curveball. AOD says over 1.5 is minus 190. Man, I'm not giving a best bet today. I have one play. There is one game, and Mark says it's really hard. I think he's being sarcastic. Yeah, I mean, if you have listening skills, I think you know what I'm betting today. But for those people who might need a little bit extra help today, you can find my play over at wagertalk.com. Don't have one for you today. We'll see. Maybe we'll get there tomorrow. I've already played one game for tomorrow. If I play another one, we'll have a best bet for tomorrow. Always great capping these games with you. Appreciate you taking the time to do so. Chat, we appreciate you all as well. Best of luck on all of your action, and we will catch you guys again tomorrow.